You are on the
Alrighty.
PGA Tour, 19th on tour in proximity to the hole. From 125 to 150 yards, you are 11th. You are killing it with your scoring clubs. You start where you want to, but I'm dying to know about them.
Yeah, sure. So I use Titleist wedges. I'm also messing around with the PXG wedge right now. It's hard to do. It's like backwards. But I use Titleist wedges, or Vokey wedges, I guess, SM10s, 60, 55, and 50. So, yeah, just pretty standard grinds. I use a T grind on my 60, but yeah, I'll mess around a little bit with different grinds, but try some different stuff out. But yeah, that's pretty much my wedge setup.
That 60 degree wedge that you had with that grind, is that to open up the heel a little bit so you can make it even flatter if you want to pop it straight up in the air?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a little bit. There's not much bounce on it, and it's definitely a little bit. I'm not sure what the word is. Like, more extreme than maybe some more game forgiveness wedges out there. But it's really nice on tour when you have to stop the ball quick and spin it. So I think a lot of guys use it, and I've used it for a while now.
Love it. Okay, talk to us about what you're doing with your irons. Are you consistent with the irons, or do you have a mixed set?
Yeah, I use all PXG 0317 ST, so it's kind of like one of their smaller blades.
Go right in there, dude.
Nice.
Go right in so we can see a really good shot of them. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So 0317 ST, and then I use the cavity back in the 4-iron, so a little bit bigger 4-iron CB, and that kind of just a little more forgiving, little wider sole on it, so it makes it a little easier to get up in the air if I need to.
Standard lies for you? What shafts?
Yeah, I use standard line loft, and then I use Dynamic Gold X100 mids, they're called. So a little more spin than just a typical Dynamic Gold X100.
And what's that do for your trajectory with those, for your apex?
Yeah, the trajectory is pretty. Yeah, apex is a little higher, but it kind of launches similar. So it's just got a little more rise in it, so it wants to land a little bit steeper. So it's got more spin and lands a little steeper. So, that's one big thing from the Korn Ferry Tour to the PGA Tour is the greens are much firmer and faster out here. So you gotta stop the ball. And I'm not a real high spin player, so I switched to those probably almost a year ago, and it's been really good since.
And what are you doing with your grips? You have any cord in it?
No, I use the Align grips.
Oh, yeah.
Golf Pride Align. So I like it. I think it's like a little bit of an advantage to have that big rib on the back. You can feel the face a little better. So I've used those for a while now too.
Very cool. Okay, talk to us about what you're doing with your woods.
Yeah, sure. So 5-wood is PXG. I switched to a 5-wood maybe 2 years ago from a 2-iron, and it was a very good decision for me. Again, same thing, just trying to get the ball to land a little softer into some of the greens when you're going for it on par 5. And as long as I have the versatility to still hit it low, I really like it. 3-wood, I use a TaylorMade 3-wood. And then driver, I use the new PXG Black Ops driver.
Let me take a look at that, baby.
Yeah, it's been really good. I like it a lot. It's one that is really cool. It's fast, but you don't lose anything with forgiveness. So I think a lot of the new drivers, like they're built for speed, but then as soon as you get off-center strikes, they come out with low spin and they're not really all that controllable. Versus this has the speed, but it also has that forgiveness in there, which I really like.
Now, if I saw correctly, Eric, it was 9 degrees on this driver.
Yep.
How did you dial it in? What did you do shaft-wise, etc.?
Yeah, so I use a Riptide, even flow Riptide, which has a little more spin than others, but I got my drivers down like I think a half a degree, so it's more like an 8.5. So it's kind of like less loft, but then the shaft still has some spin. So I think that although when you get fitted, sometimes it's fun to max it out and try and get the best window to hit it far. I think for me, I also am trying to have something that's playable too on the course. So while it might not be launching super high with low spin and going as far as I could hit it, sometimes the idea of the ball coming off a little more playable combo of lower launch and a little higher spin feels really good to me. So that's kind of the combo I have set up there.
PXG.com, folks, if you want more information on what Eric is doing, or if you want to check out PXG equipment for yourself. Talk to us about your putter, my man.
Yeah, so putter's PXG too. It's called the Bat Attack. I center shafted, so I switched to center shafted. I'm not sure if I can get that in there or not, but I switched to center shafted probably again 2.5 years ago, and been pretty steady with it since. And this one's really nice. It's just something that looks good, feels good, and it's very easy to line up with kind of that back, those two fangs on it and stuff. So it's been good, and something that I'm confident in. And PXG's done a great job of giving me a lot of options and finding something that works really well.
That putter looks like it would be face balanced. Is there any toe hang at all?
No, it's completely face balanced. I've switched around a little bit with trying some other PXG putters that have just that little bit of toe hang that I've used in the past, but this one's completely face balanced.
Cool. We are almost out of time, my man. It was awesome to go through that bag with you. How excited are you about this week? And we've already asked you about the Masters, but I'm going to ask you again because it deserves to. How excited are you about the 2 weeks in front of you?
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. I think this is one of the best weeks we have on tour for just ease. Everyone stays right here on site, and you just walk over to the course. It's a great course, difficult but fair. And then, yeah, the Masters being 5 or 6 days away is hard to believe, but very excited about it.
Awesome. Eric, thank you so much for spending time with us. We wish you the very, very best. Yes, this week, but also at Augusta National.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Good to talk to you.
It was good to see you guys.